Hello, Star Wars Galaxy of Hero players and Shorto. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Falcon and how it's going to be unlocked. So, yes, it's 100% confirmed. The Han's Millennium Falcon, which is Raid Han, and the Chewbacca from the Legendary event, it's their Falcon. They're both going to be pilots needed for the Falcon to be used. Luckily, I'm glad my two are at 7 stars, so the Falcon it'll just come down to trying to unlock the Falcon. It'll probably be unlocked at least at 5 star, but we'll see how it works out. It makes me wonder how they're going to do it, but let's continue on. Let me read this really quick and then I'll go into more details. Continuation. Congratulations. I can't read. I can, but having issues. Congratulations on solving the very hard Crumbs clues last Friday. It was incredible to watch, and a special congrats to all those who rallied many folks on the forums, Discord, and Reddit to help get across the finish line. You probably know by now that the original trilogy, Millennium Falcon, is coming to the holotables. Han's Millennium Falcon will be piloted by Han Solo from the Guild Raid, The Pit, and Chewbacca from the Legendary event, One Famous Wookiee. Stay tuned to the official forums for more news on who you will need to unlock Han's Falcon and the start date to this exciting Legendary event. I personally, going off that though, that ending part, I'm personally not that excited, to be honest. It's ships. Like, don't get me wrong, I love ships in Star Wars. I love the lore of ships. I love, I'm kind of like meta nerds and stuff like that. But I don't talk a lot about the ships. And I may do eventually a top 10 ships, but I'll do it in more depth, where it's based on starfighter, freighter, frigate, etc., etc. More categorized per se, so I get more videos out of it too. But also because I like certain number of, like, even corvettes. But going back to this though, I don't know. Like, will this change up ships? I don't know. I feel like what ships need is probably another 50 different ships, and probably 3 more capital ships. One being, some people are thinking the Radis's ship. I went blank on it. Admiral Radis and his ship could be one. We could also get General Hux and a First Order Star Destroyer. We can get Grievous's ship. There's some controversy if Grievous's ship would be the Malevolence, which was from the Clone Wars, or if he will be getting his Invisible Hand from Revenge of the Sith. I personally would hope Revenge of the Sith Invisible Hand, but what can you do on that one? We also could use a second Republic one, just because I feel like Newt Gunray would probably get the core ship, a Lucre Hulk ship. Yeah, it's kind of up in the air on that. But for the most part, we just need another 3 or 4 capital ships to change up the game, and probably another 15 to 20 ships added. So I hope this year, and some more uses of ships as well, other than the battles, territory wars, grand arena, ship battles, just what they have now. They need to amp it up. Maybe have a Galactic War ship thing, except set it up to where once you beat it through 25 times, no more than 25 times, you get to sim it if you want. But still working towards that goal would be kind of cool to see. Another hand though, ships, I just hope this year we have like a month or two where they focus heavily on ships, and then we get maybe a character or two, like pilot wise. But ships just need a huge revamp or something. Like, they did get a revamp last year that helped. It made some of the battles easier, but what can you do on that? So, but going back to this, I went off a little bit. Han Solo's Falcon. My predictions for unlocking. At first, I was thinking he was going to be unlocked by, what's the word? I thought, I kind of was thinking it could have been a legendary, or not legendary, but a ship raid. And that's another thing we need, is a ship raid. So maybe the Death Star 2, or no, not Death Star, the Death Star raid, and you would unlock Han Solo's ship that way. Then there was some people thinking the Mythic Rancor raid, which would unlock it. That one kind of makes sense and not at the same time, just because I feel like there's another character that can be added to the Mythic raid that would make more sense, and that would be the Bosch Leia, the bounty hunter disguise Leia before she had the bikini disguise, the bikini slave Leia essentially. Honestly, those are the two I can see being added, or not the slave Leia, but sorry, Bosch Leia would be the one added for Mythic raid, the Mythic Rancor raid. Unless they decided to go General Lando so that they can push for the other Falcon, the Episode 6 Falcon, which would be one less dish, and you would need General Lando Calrissian and Nien Nunb. And it would just make, that sense. But what I see that can be unlocked is a lot of people are predicting bounty hunters, just straight up bounty hunters, which we have Bosk's ship, Boba Fett's ship, IG-88's ship, and, what's the name? Cad Bane's ship. We only have 4. And I feel like at least giving us 5 ships to work with would make more sense. And Cad Bane's ship doesn't make sense in lore because it was around the time of the Millennium Falcon hunting him down. That's why I'm thinking what they'll do is do Bosk's, Boba's, IG-88 ship. If they ever add Dengar's ship, that would eventually be allowed. And then Darth Vader's TIE Fighter, and a TIE Fighter pilot ship. So that's 5 ships that you could use to unlock this. And again, they could add more, or they could do bounty hunters and Empire to unlock it, so you don't have a crazy amount of time unlocking it. I also don't think this would be as hard as the character event legendaries, just because this ship is, I don't know, this ship just, ships are just hard already. They can be pretty hard. Like, I just beat the Jolie's node, the hard node in ships, and I can only 2-star it because because my ships aren't as fast as the preloaded turn meter, which I hope they change that. Maybe add an extra 5 levels to make it harder instead of preloaded turn meter. But all that preloaded turn meter just really ruined me. And Thrawn's, because it's Thrawn's ship you battle, just eventually wipes a ship out, and then I lose another ship because that one AoE damages another or takes 2 out, and it's ridiculous. It's tricky to fight. But for the most part, that is my prediction, is we're going to have a mixture of bounty hunters and Empire. Yes, they could add both bounty hunters and Empire, so that means we'd also get the Gauntlet. We would get Cad Bane's ship, and then we would also get the TIE Reaper. So those would be the ones that you could use. So who knows? We'll see what happens when the time comes. But other than that, thanks for watching. I hope, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you like the idea of Falcon coming to the game? Do you not? What would you like to see come to the game to make ships more spicier, make them more fun? Because to me, I'm still meh. I'm stuck at 300 in the Galactic Arena, or the ship arena. And first off, a month and a half ago, I fell from 300, and then I gained that rank back, and I stayed at 300 for the past 4 or 5 months. I just don't battle. I just go in, and when I do battle, I tend to lose, and it's like, I ain't wasting my time because it's just a pretty challenging, and I'm not really strategic on that versus the heroes side of it. So, but yeah, that's me. I know some other people might be that way, but a lot of people, like even Mobile Gamer, he says that he's like, I just go in and exit. I don't care to battle, and I don't blame him. Like, I like the reinforcement idea, but at the same time, it's so tedious to fight. So tedious. It's like, you got to really strategize, and it's a whole different game when you have that. So, but other than that, thanks for watching. I really appreciate all those that watch the videos I make, and you guys have a wonderful day.